I'm doing a course which basically covers three aspects. The first one's the mindset, the second one is the savings and all the lender requirements, and the third one's actually purchasing the property. But what I'm finding is the reason I'm focusing on it is because the mindset's the biggest issue, because once you get your head around it and you know that you will and you can, it's amazing what a human being can do. So I really wanted to focus on the mindset just for a little bit more. Now, you have a sister. And you're saying, like, tell me about your sister's habits. How old is she? Similar to you? Yeah.
So my sister's 3 years younger than me. She's 14. And she's started working last year. It wasn't really like a real job per se, but she, even when she was young and she would get pocket money, she's never spent her money. She saves more than me, definitely. And she just got another job now. So she's got two at the moment at 14, and she's just like what I do, but like concentrated on it, like more
intense.
Yeah, more intense. She's very like strict with herself, not even just about money, just like everything. She's a very straightforward, straight shooter. Like, yeah.
Wow. So, and one of the things that we talked about is what your parents passed down to you. So, who passed what?
I would say like my dad, he has his own business, and we've seen as we grow up, like how he got to that point with his business where now he just, if he needs money, he works. If he doesn't, he won't work. And how he can just put his head down and do his work. He's got a strong work ethic. But then again, he likes to spend his money. He's not a big saver. But then on my mum's side, she earns a steady income, but she's a big saver. Like even though she could afford to be spending her money, she doesn't. She likes to save it for like the future. She's always said she wanted to buy an investment property, but even like when she's not thinking about it, she's still saving. And I think and she's like drilled it into us that we have to be saving our money since we were really young, since before we even had a job. And she still says it all the time now. Like, you need to be saving so you can get your investments when you're young, because they're just getting more expensive.
So it's really important, parents, you're listening, that how much parent influence has affected savings plans. The other question I was going to ask you is, your mum always wasn't a saver.
No. She was like, I don't really remember, to be honest, but apparently she wasn't a big saver. She was just like a normal person working and spending and saving a little bit. But then when my parents separated when I was like 6, so I don't remember this, I've just heard this after, my dad, because he's a big spender, he had a bit of debt, because this is before he had his business, and that debt like split in half, and my mum had to take half of it. And because she was just recently a single mother, she couldn't, like, it was hard to balance all of it, and so she just stopped spending. She completely stopped, and she just saved everything, and she hasn't changed since. It like shocked her how like quickly things can impact you with your money. So it's like she keeps her savings for like emergencies.
If you're finding this content helpful, please like and subscribe. It's free for you, but it helps us out a lot. And with that, back to the video. There's a majority of Australians that would not have $1,000 in their bank account, which for you is probably like, nah, that can't be true. But I can tell you a lot of people leave pay packet to pay packet. So what's one of the things that we want to be able to change is to have that emergency money. Most people don't have emergency money, and that's when they'll go to buy now, pay later and debt. There's two things I want to talk about just from what you said. The first thing is your mum. So your mum actually got separated, and that's when she really got into gear. And so she's got her own home.
Yeah, we rent in an apartment now, and we have before. We've just like moved every now and then, and it's like slowly upgraded since then. But when they first separated, we still lived in a house. They were renting a house.
Yeah.
And so she took on all the rent for a 4-bedroom house, and then eventually decided to move to the beach area and like into a small apartment, and now we rent a different one now, but it's a lot nicer. And so she's like, she'll splurge a little, but just like in increments. Like, she didn't go straight from like a not so nice apartment to like the best one. She just like slowly upgrades to see how she can handle it with her money, like in her saving as well.
And the other one is debt. So how are your parents now with debt?
They're good now. My dad and his wife, they own a house now, so they have a mortgage. And my mum has no debt now, but she's always told, like my dad uses a credit card and my mum does not. She's very against credit cards at all. And she said she never ever wants me to have to use a credit card. So I'm hoping I can live my whole life without one.
And that's an interesting point because like once you start going into credit cards, temptation. Now I will clarify, I use credit card, but I use it for points so that I basically get something back from it. So it's all cleared out every month. And it's just our way of getting extra bonus points.
Yeah.
But in terms of debt and anything else besides mortgage debt and house debt, we have zero debt. The one point is that people get buy now, pay later, which is actually classified as a debt. Oh, the other thing I was talking about is Get Temptation monthly subscriptions.
Yes.
That is like just money just getting, rolled out of you every month. And you don't even notice it. Like even I had a very interesting discussion with my son about Spotify. It's like you don't need to have premium. If you knew, like we had a party, he doesn't want to hear the ads, that's fine. Have it for that month, then it's turn it off.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because if you don't, you actually start accumulating multiple subscriptions. And it seems so minor, but it actually accumulates into something. So I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
And car loans. You didn't get a car loan?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I know about them from my parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think my dad still has a car loan for his car. My mum paid hers in full because she waited till she had enough money to do it.
And like, that's right. That's when you know you're living within your means, when you save and then you buy. And it's actually a really big thing. And when you don't have emergency money, when you don't have that spare cash and not putting it away, you're not going to get to that position to be able to save and do it. So that's one of the disciplines that we lost. Even my son, when he had the cards, like we used to have cash in my day. So you have $5, you spend it, you're done.
You don't have any left.
Yeah. Well, my son was going and spending with his card and he told me, it's only $2. But when we looked at it, it was 70 times. It was $140 of $2, you know. So you have to really get on top of it when you're using cards, don't you?
I realized yesterday I got an email for like some Afterpay thing and I was like, I can't believe so many people use this. Like it's such a big thing and it would never even occur to me to use that. Like I just don't understand why not just save the money up before you buy something or like at least think about buying something for a while before you do it. Like I somewhat keep a rule that I like, if I want to buy something, I keep it in my head for a month and then I'll buy it. See if I still want it as bad. But I don't do that every time, but like big things, that's what I'll do. Like
that's a really, really good concept there. Just that on its own.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before, but yes, I guess that's a whole point of sales is that you have impulse buying.
Yeah.
The impulse goes away if you think about it for a month. And then if you still want it, you can still get it.
Or I just wait till something is on sale when I want it. So like...
Are you one of those? Oh my, like, yeah. We have that. So even like grocery shopping, if it's on special, we get multiple. And it's like, because it's on special.
Yeah, that's like Mum does that with detergent and everything. If she's, like, she'll just get 2 of everything once it's on half price.
Yeah. It's really worth it.
Yeah.
That's good. Do you have, who else do you listen to? Do you listen to YouTube? Is you just do this all on your own? You don't need any...
There's like obviously on like TikTok and things, there's things here and there about saving money and like methods of how to do it. But it's just the frustrating thing is that the only way to save money is to not spend it. So like there's all the different methods and stuff, you just can't spend the money, which is the hard part.
Yeah. Have you actually looked at different lenders, or do you understand? Are you up to anywhere near that? Because you're probably not that far from purchasing it, especially if you're going to be living at home.
I don't really have a strong plan for what I'm going to put my money towards. I know it'll be an investment property. And I have like a timeline, kind of like a rough timeline, but I haven't looked into it like too far because it might just stress me out. Like I just want to save until I can afford something like that. But one of the things I do though, so that I don't spend my money, is like a year ago I put pretty much all of my money into a term deposit for a year. And so then instead of just having it in those accounts that I wouldn't touch, I actually couldn't touch it. And I think that was like, I didn't think that it was smart when I did it, but when I finished I was like, thank God I did that, because I probably would have spent some of it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But the interest you would have cleaned up on as well.
There was a lot of interest as well that I was happy with. It's like free money just for waiting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's great, because there are bonus savings accounts and term deposits that when you're not touching money, you're actually getting money for jam. Yep. Yep.
So it's good to just put your savings in there instead of having access to them yourself.
Thank you very much for sharing all those insights. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you've got some wonderful wisdom from that and that you save and are able to get a home. Please feel free to contact me at any time for any advice and any help in getting a home. Thanks for watching.